Good afternoon and welcome to the July 1st edition of Success by Association Live. This issue is sponsored by Pinehurst Resort. We thank them for their steadfast support of AENC. Today's article was submitted by Chris Aycock, MPA, President of the Aycock Group, and is reprinted with permission. How did the town of Biscoe plan in a time of uncertainty and fear? All the strategic planning board retreat, we sat at different tables with the smell of hand sanitizer in the air and the shared anxiety of not knowing what might come next. Despite this, the board developed consensus on 4 goals and then measurable objectives to meet those goals. The town of Biscoe's strategic plan is particularly strong because it's already led to results. It sets the stage for the future, and its objectives work together synergistically despite great uncertainty. This article will illustrate the success with the examples of economic development, business support and communication, recreation, and uncertainty leading to creativity. Economic development, business support, and communication. How do we set the stage for the future when the future is so unknown? The board skillfully developed objectives to support the following goal: increase economic development by being progressive, attracting business, and promoting growth. But how could this priority be addressed when it was challenging to set due dates and other measures? The town's objectives still have the components that plan out strategically for both 1 year and 3 years. However, the town focused on creating objectives that concentrated on what they can control in the present since the future was so unknown. By working in the present, Biscoe established objectives that were written to be open and point toward future outcomes no matter what transpired. Their strategic plan's objectives in support of this priority can be summarized as reach out to business leaders utilizing a diverse array of methods, creating an ongoing list of available land with prices, and enhance the town's online presence. Laura B. Morton, the town clerk, explains the objectives about reaching out to and communicating with businesses, the objective on providing a list of land, and the work on communication is proactive. We are providing a way for businesses to have information they need now and for new businesses to come. An initial result: effective communication on information on the coronavirus. The objectives that are summarized above combine synergistically with discussions at the retreat on the best methods for communication between the staff and board, the board members themselves, and the government and the citizens have already led to results. For example, Brandon explains, one of the strengths of our board retreat is that one thing we've learned is how best to communicate with each other. This has already helped in communicating the governor's decrees and announcement, federal information, and other critical news internally as well as externally to businesses and the community. Recreation. How do we enhance our recreation programming and hire a recreation director in uncertainty? At the retreat, the board decided they wanted to enhance the recreation offerings of the town and hire a full-time recreation director. But how could this be accomplished in a time of great unpredictability? The town of Biscoe accomplished this by interconnecting these 3 approaches: creating objectives in a typical timeline, like approach adapted to work with unknowns, allow for flexibility and empowerment while still providing overall guidance, ensuring that there is natural synergy in tactics. It was not feasible to set a date or time frame for the hiring of the recreational director. However, there were timelines that could be established with future due dates. The Town of Biscoe Board believes that benchmarking and a citizen survey are essential before designing a program and finding the right recreation director. In addition, the town manager stressed the importance of forming a recreation committee as it is needed to obtain funding and could help in the design and implementation of the survey. The board thinks there should be 1 commissioner on the committee. The board has allowed the design and implementation of the survey to be at the discretion of the recreational committee, yet has provided the guidance that it should be posted on social media and the town's website, including water bills, and distributed through religious organizations. The electronic survey work could begin relatively soon. The timing of tapping into religious organizations as an approach was left open-ended due to the social distancing circumstances. Simple adaptive timeframes. Often simple solutions are the best, especially when much is unknown. Biscoe's timeline. Benchmark other recreation programs by the end of November 2020. And establish recreation committee that includes 1 commissioner by the end of November 2020. The simple content, timeline, and guidance provides actions that will lead to the growth of the recreational program and the hiring of a recreational director whenever and however this happens. Uncertainty leading to creativity. Brandon expressed that this unique time provides for a time for growth and creativity. At the retreat, challenges were addressed. However, the board used the vast majority of the time to creatively finding positive ways to serve their citizens. The Town of Bisco's strategic plan has already led to results and set the stage for the future with synergy between its objectives. Eddie Reynolds, the mayor of Bisco, told me, "Despite the strange times, I still walk down the streets and talk with citizens, even if 6 feet away. I listen to their needs and respond the best I can. The statement to me is why we are all in this. I think this is what it's all about." The ACOT group helps governments, nonprofits, and communities come to consensus on goals and objectives. Chris facilitates board retreats, larger strategic planning projects, multi-stakeholder projects, and staff development. You can reach Chris at chris@theacotgroup.com or 919-880-4704. That concludes our article. We hope you have a great day.